Hello folks, my name's John Oakes, once again coming to you from Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location. And today, again, as I always do, I will be hosting you through our next addition to our inventory, this being a 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. Now, as you can see here, the particular model we have right here beside me, it is done in the red exterior, and it is brightened up and broken up a little bit here by the white GT striping down here along the rocker, the bottom of the fenders, doors, and quarter panel. Again, that is vinyl, so if there was ever a reason you wanted to take it off or anything, you could very easily, but again, it is all in great shape. It's all brand new vinyl, so again, it's going to remain on there for as long as you want it to. Starting here at the front, obviously we've got the 289 badging up here on our front fenders. That is in fact what is underneath the hood, and we'll go over that here in just a little bit as we make our way back up to the front of the car. As we come back here, wheels and tires on this particular car. You can see here it's got the Magnum 500 style wheel here from Ford. The chrome on the finish here is in excellent shape here. No pitting whatsoever on any of the wheels here. Just kind of watch that as we walk around, and also in the photos as you can zoom in on everything and check all of that stuff out. But as far as the tires go, also once again a popular choice with a lot of the classic muscle car guys, the BFGoodrich Radial TA tires. These are 205/70 R14s on all four corners of the car, and the tread is in excellent condition. Again, back here on the back side of the front fenders here, you do have the Mustang logo here, as well as the Mustang badging here as well. Again, in great shape. And then along the bottom here, your rocker trim here, bright work. That is all nice and straight, all attached, good and solid as it should be, nicely polished up. You also have the accenting back here on the quarter panel too, which is in great shape. As we look up here at our door, first and foremost, the door handle, no pitting there. Again, that's in excellent condition. We have both the driver and passenger side mirrors, and the chrome on this is in great shape, as well as the glass in the mirror. Again, we always look at the gaps here to the front side, as well as to the back side of the door here. Those are nice tight gaps on this car. Fitment and finish here is really nice on this particular 66 Mustang. And of course, as you notice, all of your body lines are all in alignment with one another. Glass on our driver's side door, your wing window, the actual door glass, and the quarter window are all in great shape, as there's no chips, cracks, or scratches to speak of. All of your bright work and trim around the doors and the glass here, all in great shape, no pitting here. And your rain gutter moldings here, again in nice shape, polished up very well, no dents or dings, nice and straight. And then as we run our finger through that rain gutter, nice and smooth throughout there. Let's open our door up, take a look at our interior next. As you can see, it's got the reddish colored interior in it. It is vinyl, and that is the pony interior. Front bucket seats, of course, on the car. All seat belts are present, front and rear. Carpeting's in great shape, no rips, tears, or fading. You can see it does have an aftermarket center console in it with the glove box there in the middle. It does have a set of cup holders in that as well. And of course, it's got the cutout there to allow our 3-speed shifter there to poke through for ease of use. As far as your dash goes, you've got the factory instrumentation. You've got the rally gauges, also that package there, which puts the tachometer and the clock just off to the sides of the steering column on either side. Got a factory steering wheel. You have factory AC in there as well, and an AM radio. Now the dash itself is in great shape with no cracks. Upholstery is in great condition too. Honestly, there's really not even no scuffs or any wear marks, at least in our driver's side seat here. We'll take a look as we go over to the passenger side. Door panels on this car are in great condition too. No rips or tears anywhere whatsoever there. All of your bright work and so forth in here, your handles and latches and so forth, those are all in great shape. As we always go over, the seals up along the where the window frame fits, your quarter window seals, door jamb U seals, and all of your weather stripping here, all of which are in great shape. No rips or tears, no cracks in any of it, nice and soft all the way around. And of course you've got your rubber bump stops on the door, and of course you do have your VIN plate here on the door as well. We'll close this up. Again, that shuts nice and easy. Again, door fitment excellent on this side of the car. We'll check it out on the other side. As we come around to the back side of the car here, of course, nothing too out of the ordinary here, nothing special except just the condition of the car. It's in great shape. Your bezels around your taillights as well as your lenses in excellent shape. No cracks or breaks or anything in the lenses. Your chrome bumper back here is in excellent shape with no pitting or scratching whatsoever. You've got that nice gas cap here for your fuel tank, and down below you've got that rear lower valance. Your backup lights are installed in there, no cracks in the lenses for those. And then of course your exhaust, your tailpipe extensions, they do poke out through that lower valance here. Nice set of like bell type exhaust tips back there. Trunk lid, you can look at the gap all the way around on your trunk lid here. Nice fitting trunk. Like I said, all the panels on the car are very nice fitting, and your rear glass here, no chips, cracks, or scratches on that. And again, all of your trim work around there, your moldings and such, all affixed nice and solid and secure as they should be, and in great shape. We'll go ahead next and open our trunk lid up here. We do that with all of our cars to check out the overall condition here. There we go. So again, the key does in fact work the trunk lock. Latch works as it should, and of course your hinges and your trunk spring underneath there all work as they should. As you can see, it is holding itself up there. Now the underside of your trunk lid here, all painted the same as the exterior of the car. You do have the spare tire and jack instructions all installed here. Of course, you've got your weather stripping all the way around, which is in great shape. The little rubber bump stops up here also, so when you shut the trunk lid down, it doesn't come down too far. Those are going to help keep it where it should be. All of your rain channels, your rain gutters here, those are in great shape, good and solid all the way around, and that's going to direct all that water whenever you get caught in the outside elements there, direct it away and out the back of the car instead of inside the trunk. Inside here, you can see we do have a full set of floor mats here in the trunk. Those do in fact go with the car. We always leave those out so we can show you the true condition of the carpeting. And then of course, as you can see, we do in fact have a spare tire underneath here. So you've got the spare tire cover as well as the matching trunk floor mat in here. Now underneath here, nothing really to go over. Again, your Ford Mustangs, the fuel tanks actually mount in from the top side here and make up a majority of your trunk floor, which again, once we go underneath the car, you'll see how nice and conditioned that fuel tank actually is. So with that said, we'll close this up. Shuts nice and easy, good and solid there. And now for the passenger side of the car. Again, nice and straight down this side as well. We'll come forward. We've already discussed wheels and tires. So your trim work over here, your moldings and so forth, bright work, all of that is in great shape. Good and smooth, no dents or dings. That rain gutter itself, nice and smooth through there. All of your trim work around your windows here is in great shape. No pitting there. Same thing with the door handle, no pitting whatsoever there. Your passenger side mirror, again, the chrome's in great shape, glass is in great shape, all of your glass in your passenger side door, no cracks, chips, or scratches there. Again, we've got that matching rocker molding down the side of the car with that white GT stripe. And now the gaps also, again, nice tight gaps on this side as well. So again, the overall fitment of everything on this car is just in great shape. Let's open our door up and just give you the view of the interior now from the passenger side. So again, you'll just kind of take notice of all of the condition of everything there. Again, no rips, tears, fading in any of the seat upholstery. The upholstery looks great in this car. That pony interior, just really nice for this particular vehicle. And the carpeting, the color of everything is just great for this car. We'll go ahead and close this up. Again, all of our weather stripping in nice condition, good and soft. Your seals around your windows and such, same thing, all in great shape. And then we'll finish our walk around. We do have the fender mounted antenna here, the matching badging on the back side, as well as the front side of the fender here. And now that brings us around to the front end of the car. So again, your typical 66 front end here. The grille is in great shape. Of course, you've got your Mustang logo right in the center. You got the GT style lights up here as well, which gives it a nice look. Beautiful chrome front bumper here. Your headlights are just traditional sealed beam units. Glass lenses, no chips, cracks, or breaks anywhere in there. Lower valance is in good shape. You've got the little lower bumperettes there as well. All of your lenses on all of your lights, those are in great condition as well. Got your stock style hood here, got the Ford letters up front here with the bright work along the leading edge of the hood. You can see how well the gaps are all the way around on your hood here. Nice tight fitting hood, and the windshield itself, no chips or cracks here. All of your trim work and molding all attached good and solid up here as well. Polished up very well. Good set of wiper arms and a good set of wiper blades. Now, as we all know, Ford Mustangs back here in the cowl area, you have these cowl vents which would sometimes hold water and cause them to go bad. As I look down in through here, everything is good and solid underneath here, so that all looks very good as well. So now we'll go ahead and open up our hood, and that way we can discuss what we have all underneath here. So of course the hood latch itself functions as it should. Hood hinges and springs all holding the hood up as they should. The underside of that hood all painted the same as the exterior of the car, and the inside, the engine bay itself, all done in black as it should be. Now first and foremost, we'll go over the actual motor, the general information on that. So we do in fact have a 289 cubic inch small block Ford engine in here. After checking all the numbers and so forth, it is a date correct motor. It is about as close to a numbers match motor as you can after checking the date codes and everything. As far as what we see that's kind of shiny underneath here, we do in fact have the chrome strut brace back there. That just adds a little bit of strength there to the suspension on the car. You've got a chrome air cleaner cover, and then you do have a set of chrome valve covers there on that small block Ford. We also have this 3-core aluminum radiator here. That's going to help to keep this car nice and cool as well. It does in fact have a clutch fan on it also. And this unit right here, well, this is your factory air conditioning for the vehicle. All the belts all look to be in great shape here. As far as the rest of the motor here, we do have an Edelbrock 600 CFM 4-barrel carburetor along with the electric choke back there. So that's going to help deliver the fuel a lot more efficiently than one of your stock carburetors. As far as the ignition system on the car, well, we've got the Ford Motor Company distributor here with a set of Taylor 8mm plug wires to help deliver the spark, and it's got the original style coil on it as well down here. All of your hoses and lines and so forth are run nicely, and all of your attachments, all of your clamps and so forth, all of that are in good shape, and everything is nice and dry underneath the hood. Along with that radiator, you do have the billet aluminum overflow reservoir for that. Now this is a manual brake car, and it is a manual steering car, but again, these Ford Mustangs with the small block 289s in them, not a lot of weight up front on them. It's not hard at all to turn the car, especially once you get going and moving. And again, sometimes it feels a whole lot better than what power steering is. Sometimes that can be a little too quick on a smaller car like this. All of which, again, it feels like a really good, comfortable car to get in and drive. As far as the rest of the info for the drive line on the car, so behind our 289 cubic inch motor, we do have the 3-speed manual transmission in it, and then it's got the Ford 8-inch rear with a 300 gear in it, and that'll get you going down the road really good. Again, a good solid drive line for the car. Now with that said, we've pretty much been all around the exterior of the car. We've taken a look at the interior as well as now the engine bay. So our next thing is going to be to get it on our lift and go through the underside of the car with you. And then once we've done that, we always fire that motor up also, so you get to hear what that sounds like. Before we do that, before we close everything up here and do that, I do want to go over with you, as I always do, depending on where you're viewing this video from. If you're not on our website, I suggest you go to www.hanksters.com. Check out the website. We're going to have upwards of 100 photos of this car, as well as the video that you're viewing. And those photos, you can click on each one, you can zoom in on them, check out the condition of the car. Also, you're going to see our retail pricing there, and it's going to explain to you what that includes. Retail pricing will include enclosed shipping to anywhere within the 48 contiguous states. It's also going to include our Hanksters 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty, which is basically anything motor, transmission, rear end, internally lubricated parts within each of those. If something goes wrong, we just ask that you reach out to us, let us know what it is we're dealing with. We'll be glad to kind of talk with you on that and walk you through the warranty process so that everything's done correctly. Any parts or accessories that you would like to have added maybe to this car, also reach out to us by phone, email, or text. Let us know what those items might be that you want to add. We'll be glad to get you pricing on parts and labor to have that installed and get that back to you there at as fast as what we can here for you. With that said, we're all done here. We'll close this up, get this on our lift, show you the underside of the car next. All right, guys, so here we are once again. We've got our 66 Ford Mustang here up on our lift. We're going to go through this car just as we always do, pointing out to you every single thing that I see underneath here, kind of the condition, you know, all that stuff, checking for leaks and drips as I go through, and letting you know exactly what is here. So once again, this is our 66 Ford Mustang that we just finished up doing the walk around on. So once we are here now standing underneath it, I'm looking at things. Again, we've already kind of gone over components and so forth, but what I'm doing is looking at the condition, like I said, leaks, drips, stuff like that. So our aluminum radiator here, I'm looking at the bottom of that, nice and dry across the entire bottom of the radiator. Even the hoses here, the hose clamps, all secure and no leaks or drips underneath here as far as that goes. As we work our way back here just to the front suspension and cross member and so forth, we do have this tubular cross member in the front here. Again, that's in really good shape here. It's plenty of clearance around your oil pan, so again, that's not interfering with anything whatsoever. We do have the front sway bar here for part of your suspension, the sway bar bushings at the frame, as well as your sway bar end links on both sides are all in excellent condition. They're not dried out out, they're not cracked. They look really good here. Of course, with the Ford Mustangs, you are going to have that strut rod front suspension here. And again, the bushings on that, those are in great condition too. They're not split, cracked, anything at all. As far as your control arms, this is just factory control arms here, stamped steel components. So your uppers and your lowers are in great shape on both sides. Ball joints at the ends, those are in great condition too. The rubber dust boots are all intact. You can tell everything's been greased and maintained very well throughout the life of this car. As we work our way back to the steering, this is manual steering car, so we're always looking at the drag length here, your pitman arms. Again, all of that is all in good shape. All your necessary hardware and cotter pins are all here. Tie rods and tie rod ends are all in great shape too. The tie rod ends also are retaining those rubber dust boot covers, and that's just to help keep the grease in, keep dirt and debris out, so that those last you a long time. And then as far as the brakes go on this car, again, manual brakes also, but it is disc up front, drums out on the rear, and it is complete with all the emergency brake cables. They are hooked up all the way to the back and they are functional. And then as far as wheels and tires, again, we've already been over this, but they are a 14-inch Magnum 500 style chrome wheel, and they have the BFGoodrich Radial TA tires on them, of course, 205/70 R14s. Those are the 14-inch wheels. Now, as far as our drive line, since we're up in this area here, we've got that date correct 289 small block Ford engine. Again, this oil pan is dry all the way around, no leaks or drips. Oil filter nice and dry up here as well. What I can see of fuel lines as far as starting at the fuel pump, those are all nice and dry also. The transmission, of course, we've got the cover on the front. That's going to help keep things away from your flywheel. This is that 3-speed manual transmission. Again, everything around the transmission nice and dry. Your transmission cross member is in great condition, nice and straight. The actual tail shaft mount is in good condition too. And then back at your output shaft seal where your slip yoke slides into it, that is nice and dry also back here. Exhaust, you can see it's got the long tube headers coming down here. 2¼ inch dual exhaust all the way back. Of course, you've got those Flowmaster turbo style mufflers back there. And then of course, tailpipes out the back of the car. Your exhaust is complete with your crossover tube here also. And again, that's all in good shape. Drive shaft, that is balanced, so again, you've got weights on it to help eliminate driveline vibration. Again, that is all in good shape, and again, your universals have all been checked out on that as well, and those are all passed with flying colors. As far as the frame and the floors, well, again, you have your frame sections here. Those are nice and straight and good condition. The floors themselves are in really good shape on this particular car. Again, I don't see any patching whatsoever underneath here. Looks all good and solid. Obviously, you can see it is all the correct metal underneath here. As you can see, all of your stamping lines and marks. See all of your drain plugs all installed as they should be along the floor here. All of your brake lines, your fuel lines and such are all routed nice and neat up through the car here and up through the tunnel. And again, those are nice and dry as well. Your pinch welds and your rockers on both sides. The pinch welds are nice and straight down both sides, and your rockers are good and solid on both sides as well. As we come back just a little bit further now to the rear end here. So this is an 8-inch Ford rear end. It has a 300 gear in it. It is not a posi unit though, but 300 gear. Your front snout, nice and dry all the way around there. Again, your seals here at the front of your differential here, your yoke, those are all dry as well. Multi-leaf rear suspension along with the air shocks here. And again, that's a nice little feature there. Again, you can just simply use an air hose to hook up to those shocks, air the back up or down, wherever you prefer it, as far as the ride height goes there, and whatever the look is that you're kind of going for there also. So those are nice. Like I said, emergency brakes are all hooked up and functional. Back wheels and tires exactly the same as the front. So again, you've got those Magnum 500 style factory wheels here, the chrome wheel, and then you have the BFGoodrich Radial TAs. Again, a 14-inch wheel with a 205/70/14 tire on there as well. I already mentioned, as far as the exhaust goes, you do have the tailpipes here. Those do exit out through the rear lower valance with a nice set of those chrome bell type tips back there for the exhaust. Your fuel tank itself is in great shape. No dents or dings whatsoever in that fuel tank. All of your fuel lines coming back here to your sending unit and all the way around the sending unit, nice and dry back here. Your shackles for your leaf springs and so forth, all the bushings and mounting hardware and such, all in great shape. Same thing with your shocks, all your bushings and mounting hardware, all in great shape. And that's pretty much it for underneath our 66 Ford Mustang here. So as we do with all of our cars, we will now lower this down on our lift. We'll go underneath the hood so that we can fire that date correct motor up, let you hear what that 289 small block Ford sounds like with these Flowmaster mufflers.